points in the game.
Orange and blue lights have covered the field and the stadium as these fans on the plains are ready for a big-time matchup. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Auburn's offense will get first crack at it today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. Gets away from one, finds room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Simmons. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I love that play by the defense there, hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up fourth.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. Get a field goal on the opening drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability?
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. after picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Jones to throw. Puts it out of the air. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Oliver. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out quickly. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Jones wants to throw it. He's got it on the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up at the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And now this offense will take the field again. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There he goes! It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Hooks. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground, and they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his, and now with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Quick catch on 3rd down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. See if they can turn this drive. Points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Jones to throw. Got his man. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hamilton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. How about the O? Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The lone back's got it. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to
breaks into the open. Ball is loose. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. It's 1st down from the 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And it's in there for a touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Follow the blockers. The The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll give it to the back. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to throw at Simmons. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're going to test the right side with this one. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Auburn to the line in a hurry. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown!
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Dropping back, it's Simmons. A little screen to the running back. Looking for room at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Milner. And he's knocked down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun. Oh, he makes the catch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Barges ahead. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a crease. It's Hooks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It's caught downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the move. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Dumps it off in the flats. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn going to work with another first down. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Hayes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes a catch. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. the shotgun. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Getting it to the red zone is great. Getting it in the end zone, that's been a bigger problem. Wide out time to get it in. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone?
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Auburn! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's hooked. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Under fire. And down goes Mr. Quarterback, there are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw, it's Wheeler. Tiger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, the defensive backs, and then trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
Dropping back, it's Wheeler. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That's caught, it's Smith. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. They'll immediately call timeout. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down.
Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
They'll take over.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Leaves it with the running back.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
They'll go right back to him. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. Looking for space, it's Hooks. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up